talking all about our earth and how to keep it safe and how to keep it healthy. Because if we don't take care of our earth, where are we going to live when we get big? Right?
We are gonna live in Asia.
Well, Asia is on our earth. I don't want to live on the moon. I'm not ready to live on Mars. Or the planets. Let's take care of our planet and keep it safe. So, does anybody have any of these things at home?
Yeah.
Have you ever noticed these? Raise your hand if you get like cans or bottles of pop or juice.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I have Gatorade at home.
Gatorades come in with these.
Yeah. My Lily had to get pop because my papa has one pop.
Yeah.
My dad has those because he has green bubbly drinks.
Yes, so do we at our house, and that's where I got these. Now,
And guess what? For something really big, it comes with them.
yeah. So listen, this doesn't look like something that would be very dangerous to our earth, does it? I mean, it's so small. But sometimes when we have garbage at our house and we put it in our garbage cans, sometimes things spill out onto the street by accident. Sometimes people don't make good choices and they just throw their garbage into the grass, like on our playground sometimes. We noticed that the other day, didn't we?
Yeah,
That we went out and there were bottles laying around and people's bags of garbage, and I had to throw away water bottles. That was not a good choice for our playground or our earth.
No.
Oh, it was a mess.
Yeah, on the back.
You know what happens when it rains then? That garbage gets washed into the streets, and then it gets washed into the sewers, and then it gets washed into the ocean and into the ponds and the lakes. Do you think that is good for the fish?
No. And it will wreck the boat's propellers.
Yes.
And it can fishes can get stuck in it.
Yes, they can get stuck in it, and it ruins their home, and it ruins our drinking water. It really hurts our earth.
Last time I saw a bin on the wall.
Did you? Oh no.
And then so I saw this mermaid stuck, and then I got there was garbage in the water. Then we just grabbed it, and then we put it in. We have a garbage in our boat, and then we go in the water to get the garbage.
That is a wonderful thing to do, Grace. If you live on a lake, you can go out in your boat, and if you see garbage floating around, maybe you can ask your mom and dad if you can find a way to pick it up and throw it away or recycle it. So,
Especially,
I don't know about that. Okay, Ellis brought up a very good point. He said that our garbage, if it gets washed into the ocean or the lake, that animals can get stuck in it.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Happy Feet, because it's a very, very old movie, but the penguins got stuck in the garbage that looked just like this. And although this doesn't look very dangerous,
That's so cute.
here I have my little seal, and let's pretend he's swimming in the water, and all of a sudden he dives down, and when he swims up, this piece of plastic that has a hole in it gets stuck around his neck.
Ouch.
Now that's
Ouch.
sad.
Ouch.
And so the more, he doesn't have hands, but he tries to wiggle out of it. And the more that he wiggles, this starts to get tangled more. And he wiggles and it gets tangled more and more and more. And the more he tries to free himself, the tighter it gets. Look at how tight that is around his neck now. Do you think it's easy or hard for him to breathe with the garbage around his neck?
My daddy said, you can breathe.
I know. But you know what? With garbage around his neck this tight, it is very hard for him to even cough. That is hard for him to breathe. You know what we can do to help the animals? Especially if you have things like this at your house?
But that was just so adorable.
You can take your scissors with your thumbkin on top. We need to cut all of these circles so they can't get caught on an animal's body. Watch what I do.
Ah!
Look it. Can he get caught on that now?
No.
No way.
I can play with it a different way too.
Can he get caught on that?
No.
Ooh, there's a little one.
No.
So just keep cutting. We're going to cut this into little pieces so that it doesn't hurt any animals.
Any different way.
Just listen.
And guess what? When garbage is at people's house, puppies get stuck in there.
You know what? Any animal can get stuck in garbage. It's not safe.
Like elephant?
Look at what I'm putting it in.
Miss Presley.
Yes, sure.
When I was the ice, I swapped one of them with swap ice on the floor. It was nice. It's snowing
Yes,
ice.
I know. So I put all those little plastic pieces inside my recycling bin because these are made out of plastic and they can be washed at the factory or melted and made into something new instead of going into that big garbage pile, garbage dump we talked about, right?
Yeah, we do that a different way.
So at work time, you guys can practice cutting apart some of these circles and keeping our earth clean that way and helping the animals.
Yeah.
Now let me hold on.
Why do my mommy and my mommy's mom and dad, why do they are up in heaven? What?
Thank goodness Jesus opened heaven for us.
Your mommy and daddy?
not her mommy and daddy.
My mommy's mom and dad. They're going to up in heaven. Why?
Because they got older and it was their time to go to heaven, right?
Yeah. My daddy's mom and dad, why they not up in heaven? Why don't they in grandpa?
Okay, let's listen. I have one more thing to show you that you guys can do to keep our earth safe. Now, has anybody ever received a package that was wrapped in bubble wrap?
Yeah. Yes.
So usually we would just throw this away, but that might hurt our planet, our earth. Instead, if you get some bubble wrap at your house in a package, ask your mom and dad to cut it into a smaller piece, and you can take your fingers and go, pop, pop.
Or maybe cut it.
Pop.
I already know.
Did you hear that?
Yeah. This was
I heard it. There are a lot of little bubbles on here. So at work time, take one piece and sit at a table and see if you can pop every bubble on the sheet. And when you're done, we're going to put it into this blue container, and that's how I'll know that all the bubbles have been popped. Okay? There's still a lot left on this one. Anna, or Charlotte, this goes on the bottom shelf
You said instead of
down by the other green basket.
how could you say